Good afternoon, Texans, and welcome to the Texan Ag Weekly. My name is Morgan Cavitt, and today is Wednesday, March 16th, 2016. The Houston Livestock Show ended just days ago after holding legendary rodeos and shows for almost a month. Here are this year's Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo highlights. 16-year-old Kylie Reiger of Lexington, Texas, not only took home the title of Grand Champion Junior Market Barrow, but also sold her pig for a world record of $209,000. The pig was purchased by Excel Contractors, who have been active buyers since 2003. This was Kylie's first year to exhibit at the Houston Livestock Show, and she says that it has been an amazing experience. She says that she plans to save the money from her barrow and use it to pay for her education at Tarleton State University. While Kylie's pig broke a record, the Reserve Grand Champion Barrow also broke another world's record, selling for $129,000. 16-year-old Jake Weatherford of Dumas, Texas, held that title with Robert Clay, Mikey and Jim Clark, Linda and David Johnson, and Sheila and Emmett Story purchasing the barrow. This is the sixth year this group has bought either the Grand or Reserve Champion Barrow, and the group has continued to break records every year. The Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo hosted a Rodeo Rockstar competition this year. More than 70 video entries were submitted on YouTube by young artists hoping to compete at the competition during the event. More than 46,000 online public votes were cast, and the top 20 applicants were allowed to take the stage on March 8th to complete in a preliminary round. 5 contestants from each division were chosen to advance to the final round. 12-year-old Leo Woodard won first place in the junior division, and 17-year-old Tyler Trantham won the senior division. Leah and Tyler were awarded a day at a recording studio where they will produce professional recordings, a spot in the 2017 Downtown Rodeo Parade, $1,000 from Strat Oil, and $500 from the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Tyler says that he was totally surprised to win, and it was one of the best feelings of his life. Texas Ag Commissioner Sid Miller is under fire this week after an interesting discovery. The Dallas Morning News reports that Miller traveled to Oklahoma to get an allegedly miraculous Jesus shot and billed Texas taxpayers for the entire trip. Dr. John Michael Longren provides the injectable drug cocktail and has told patients that the drug will cure pain for life. While he may call himself a doctor, Longren was convicted in 2005 on multiple accounts of medical fraud and tax evasion and lost his license to practice medicine. His operation is reportedly operating out of the Priceless Beauty Spa in Kingfisher, Oklahoma. Taxpayers were charged $1,120 for the airfare and car rental for Miller to travel to Oklahoma. While Miller has claimed that his trip to Oklahoma was to meet with agriculture officials, he has also openly admitted that he did receive the drug and says that the drug worked out good. According to the Bullvine, a famous dairy girl is home finally after a battle with severe burns from a house fire. 9-year-old Reese Burdett is finally home after 662 days in Johns Hopkins Hospital. Burdett was burned in her grandparents' home in 2014, with 35% of her body being burned, and she sustained damage to her heart and lungs from smoke inhalation. Burdett's grandmother and dairy farmer Patricia Stiles ran into the burning house and saved Reese's life. During Reese's time in the hospital, she has endured 5 cardiac arrests, daily blood transfusions, internal bleeding, collapsed lungs, and numerous surgeries to repair holes in her heart. She began her road to recovery after waking up from a medically induced coma 4 months into her stay at the hospital. She has passed many recovery milestones and went through therapy to achieve her goal of going back home last Wednesday. And last Wednesday, she finally achieved that goal. Reese was escorted to her home by the Mercenburg Fire Department. Reese's story has become known and shared throughout the dairy community, and her story has appeared in many popular dairy news outlets such as the Cosmopolitan and the Bullvine. Reese grew up on a dairy farm with one special heifer by the name of Pantene. Pantene got an opportunity to visit Burdett earlier this year in the hospital, and Burdett got to watch Pantene on FaceTime as she won Reserve Grand Champion at Pennsylvania's State Holstein Show. When asked about what she wanted to say to the cow when she went home, Burdett just said her message will be, "I miss you." A historic agriculture agreement has officially been made after Barack Obama's trip to Cuba. Department of Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack has signed a memorandum which will allow several new agreements with Cuba that will allow more agriculture collaboration between countries. The USDA will now allow multiple programs and organizations to conduct research and information exchange activities with Cuba, allowing U.S. farmers to better understand the Cuban market. Research will be done on recipes and specific products used by Cubans, and the goal will be to increase product development and acceptance. Additionally, students' eating practices will be evaluated to help ensure that Cuban youth are getting adequate nutrition. U.S. farmers are eager to get greater access to Cuban markets since agriculture exports to Cuba have fallen to their lowest level since 2002. This makes the U.S. Cuba's fourth largest supplier behind the European Union, Brazil, and Argentina. Vilsack has cited soybeans, rice, poultry, and biofuels as new markets U.S. farmers could tap into with this new agreement. That's all the time we have this afternoon. Sure glad you tuned in with us today, and make sure to tune in next Wednesday for the latest in agricultural news. Today's broadcast was produced by Sydney Burns and Alejandra Araguin. I'm Morgan Cavitt. Thank you for watching and have a great and safe rest of the week.